get started right now. All right, you guys. So I want to welcome you back to another reaction to Secret Invasion Episode 2. This episode is called Promises. The first episode was a very good start to this particular series. A lot of intrigue, espionage, a little bit, trying to figure out who's who, who's a Skrull, who's not a Skrull. So I thought the first episode was a really, really good episode, guys. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into Episode 2 of Secret Invasion, which again is called Promises. 1995.
Been riding the desk for the past 6 years, trying to figure out where I fit.
They're catching us up.
As my true self.
1997. Flashback. Young Nick Fury.
Myra, welcome.
Thank you, Fury. I'd like you to meet someone. This is Gravik.
Gravik.
Say, Carol Danvers and I will find you a new one. You keep your word, I'll keep mine.
The promise that was so far been broken. I'm going right back to the ending of the last episode. Gaia better be careful with him, with Gravik. Oh. Okay, we didn't know who grabbed Fury. Okay. They're looking for Fury.
Чернокожий американец. В поезде Москва-Варшава. Здесь больше шансов встретить инопланетянина.
Tell me something I don't know about the destruction of Skrulls. You know everything there is to know about it. We were overpowered by the Kree. We held them off for as long as we could. When we couldn't hold them off any longer, the million of us that were left, we fled. Interesting. They're here. Who's here? All of us. Wait. You're telling me there's a million Skrulls walking amongst us right now? Have you lost your reptilian ass mind? My hope is that with your help, Skrulls and humans can coexist here on Earth. Humans can't coexist with each other, Taylor. You've been here long enough to know that. We've been at war with each other since we could walk upright. There's not enough room or tolerance on this planet for another species.
Americans against Russia. The UK Prime Minister was quick to denounce the attack, while the NATO Secretary General says NATO is acting swiftly to gather intel on the bomb.
Despite an outpouring of condemnation,
We're all saying we had something to do with Moscow. What I call bull on that. There's no way that Moscow attack was committed by Americans. This has got false flag written all over it.
how so? Seems someone didn't get the suggested time.
Well, I also didn't get a formal invitation, Mr. Secretary General. But I'm sure that was just a curious oversight.
Recent acts of terror in cities across the globe, most notably in Moscow, severely undermine the stability that this council seeks to preserve. The purpose of 2,000 innocent humans, children, and yet you don't seem remotely remorseful.
What the hell gives you?
Skrulls, Mishurakis. Udrikag makel mekik. Kajbajwa shush kajushak lakikuk. Hirog hecham gust. Ganok. Kajushad Musham Pichochad Nashkajak. One hepuk milchuncha. Gavuma Ahwa Mish Naskajak. Ech Nas Ashach.
We need to streamline our chain of command. Democracy is fine for peacetime, but whilst at war, we need a single commander whose war power is total and unchecked.
My God.
Therefore, I nominate Gravik to the post of Skrull General.
Traitor. You were in on this with him the entire time.
Sit yourself down, Sergio. I'm not done yet.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the commander of NATO. I can mobilize 1 million troops at the snap of a...
Mm.
Shall I remove you, madam?
Oh, I don't think there'll be any trouble. Submit.
I fear each one of you has forgotten our history. We did not end up homeless refugees because we were unwilling to wage war. We ended up homeless refugees because we were too willing. I do not support your coup. I will not support your war. And I do not submit.
Oh, something's gonna happen to her.
Sure.
It's Gravik. The council just voted him general. He has control of our people and our future. If there's anything I can do.
Yeah, sit on me.
You don't have it.
Harvest wasn't there.
Rhodey.
Colonel, are you denying that 2 of your citizens, Mr. Nicholas Fury and Miss Maria Hill, were present in Moscow at the scene of the attacks?
Why are you here, Colonel? You are not a head of state. Surely President Ritson is aware of the seriousness with which his international partners regard this allegation.
Well, I'm here as a courtesy, Madam Prime Minister. President Ritson has a pretty busy day job running the most powerful country and military on the face of the planet. He doesn't just hop to when summoned, not by France, not by Italy, not by the UK. Now, while we are sensitive to your concerns, until such time as you can present an actual shred of evidence to back those concerns up, I'm afraid sensitivity is all you're going to be getting from us.
Rhodes.
Nice suit. Almighty.
Rioni.
Pretty expensive for a government salary. The Russians really trying to pin this on me?
Your face is all over CCTV footage.
I was there trying to stop the attack.
Oh, excellent job at that, by the way. 2,000 dead so far. Number will probably triple once they clear all the rubble. Meaning you not only set the stage for World War III, but you simultaneously flipped all of our allies to Team Russia.
How well do you know your security detail?
I know they're catching bullets first if I get shot at. What do you mean, how much do I know about them?
What if I told you they were all spies?
Spies for who, the Russians?
Non-state actors, global reach, borderless operations.
Hydra?
Yeah, if Hydra was a bunch of green guys who could shapeshift into your daddy. So how long have you known about them?
Hmm.
About 15 years ago, I was part of an Eyes only top secret presentation. It's about a shape-shifting alien species that had sent a few of its light ships crashing down to Earth. The Pentagon was concerned that they might get into their heads to invade us one day from the inside.
That invasion is real. It's happening.
That's what we should call our friends.
No. Can't jump the gun on that. You know, we get them in a fight with the Skrulls, and next thing you know, they find themselves duplicated and turned into terrorists.
Fury.
This is my war, Marie. I need you to back me on this.
I can't do it.
Ain't no can't in our business. There's only what you can do and what you will not do.
You're right. I should have said, I'm not doing it. I just spent all the political capital I had in getting Maria Hill's body back from the Russians.
Are you really talking to me about politics right now?
I'm here as an envoy of the United States government, Fury. The job is political.
I remember when your job was protecting the planet.
We protect the planet by protecting our seat at the table.
You forgetting who helped you get your seat at the table?
Oh, so I owe you now? Is that it?
We owe each other. Men who look like us don't get promoted because of who our daddies know. Every ounce of power we wrestle from the vice grip of the mediocre Alexander Pierces who run this world was earned in blood. So let's make the power mean something. I will run out.
Calls outside, Colonel.
Colonel Rhodes will let you know when he's ready to go.
Cars for you, Fury. These men are going to escort you outside, then you're going to the airport.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I had travel plans.
I made them on your behalf.
Have you even listened to a word that I said?
Yeah, I have. The world is on the line. The enemy is 1,000,000 times more dangerous than Hydra, but they can only be vanquished by you, alone. And you want me to make the power mean something by helping a brother out. But you should know better than most. The reason we wrestled this power from mediocre men who don't look like us was not simply to turn around and hand it to mediocre men who do. The point of this power is to be uncompromising, to be unsparing, to be able to sit across from a man we greatly admire, with whom we share an entire professional, personal, ancestral history with, and to tell him without any reservation that he's fired. That's what this moment right here, right now is about, man.
Hey, is it you to fire me?
Nobody sent me. I volunteered. And not to put too fine a point on this, but that mess that you created in Moscow that resulted in getting one of our best people murdered, you earned all this smoke, brother.
Are you seriously under the impression that just because you stripped me of my titles, I relinquished my DNA?
Careful, Fury. You wonder why you're out.
I'm Nick Fury. Even when I'm out, I'm in.
Эта дверь была заперта.
Yes, and now that the door is unlocked, what does that tell you about me? Could I ever warn you you could lose an eye by beating your meat like that?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm taking over. Alone at last. Now, shall we do this the easy way or the other way?
I'm gonna break these chains, and then I'm gonna break every bone in your body.
The other way it is.
Damn.
That's confirmed.
Wow. Yeah, he's a Skrull. What are you doing in there?
Wasting your time. I'll never talk to you.
Well, that's very brave. But everyone talks when their blood starts to cook at 160 degrees centigrade. It's a biochemical imperative. The smart ones start talking earlier than that. You a smart one? right, I didn't think so. Tell me the location of Gravik's compound.
I swear, I know nothing, please.
I'm afraid, sorry, dear heart, I can't work with nothing. I need to know where Gravik is and where he'll be.
I don't know, I swear. Gravik keeps everything a secret.
And what secrets doesn't he keep?
He's building a machine.
What kind of machine?
I think it's to make us stronger.
You wait in the car.
To make super Skrulls.
I can't, please.
Mm.
Gravik will kill me.
I'm terribly sorry, but if I don't get a name, Gravik won't get a chance to kill you.
Man, my man is looking like a...
Dalton? It's Dalton.
Oh, you see, that wasn't so terribly difficult, was it?
Gravik.
Sounds like all lifters here.
Damn. Gravik. He's got some moves. Ooh, damn. And he's a little strong. I mean, but we know they got a little strength. Wow. Yeah, he's full on.
Very Dostoevsky.
Just lights.
That's all I swear.
He's dead. He's gonna kill him.
Take him to the car. Keep driving. How did they find our safe house?
Because he snitched. He snitched.
Pull over.
And he's dead. He ain't coming in the compound. He snitched. You know he snitched. He should know that he knows he snitched. Yep, you're dead, buddy. Pow.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Is this Fury's wife? If he... So this is Fury's wife? And she's a Skrull? All right, you guys. So really good episode, actually. A good follow-up to the first episode that we got in this particular series. Again, with a lot of espionage and intrigue, and again, trying to figure out who is a Skrull. And then, of course, as we saw at the end there, Samuel L. Jackson's wife is a Skrull. Whether he knows that or not, I'm not sure, because he's been in concert with the Skrulls for quite a while. So that could be a setup to let us know, well, the Skrulls have infiltrated his home and spying on him in that particular manner. They're that close to him, or This could mean that he just simply married the Skrull. After years of being with them and associating with them, he may have fallen in love with the Skrull. So I'm not going to put too much stock into that last particular scene right there, but very interesting that they showed us that aspect of Fury's life. And as we've seen, the attack has now created this friction between the superpowers, with them thinking that the Americans committed this attack on Moscow, which obviously is not the case. Gravik and his people are the ones who are setting us up. They captured the American that the Skrulls have obviously imitated. They captured him, and he's basically now the face and the whole reason, or one of the big reasons, why the Americans are under suspicion of committing this attack. And then, of course, they also have pictures of Fury and Maria Hill being there as well. So it just raises a lot of red flags and a lot of questions with the other nations thinking that this is a attack from the United States. Then we also learn that there's a council of Skrulls, and these Skrulls are made up of very important leaders throughout the world. And Gravik has infiltrated this council and gotten them to basically back him as the general of the Skrulls, and he is now leading this war against the world and the 1 million Skrulls that have invaded Earth. And we don't know what that number could be, infinite for all we know. But for it to be 1 million Skrulls, that's a very small number of species to go against billions of humans. So it'll be interesting to find out what that real number is. But going back to the flashback that we got in the beginning of the episode, where Talos tells Fury that, basically reveals that there were approximately 1 million Skrulls that he brought to Earth during the time that Fury blipped away. He didn't know what to do. And then, of course, we also have this unfulfilled promise that Fury and Dale Danders made to the Skrulls, that they would help them find a planet of their own. Obviously, that hasn't come to fruition, and this is what has spawned Gravik to take the position that he has, basically trying to take the Earth from the humans, and they're trying to destroy us from within, because they can imitate us, pit us against ourselves as humans. So we get a lot of development with that particular story of the episode, which makes it very intriguing. And then, of course, you don't know who you can trust, especially with that last scene that we saw there with Fury's wife. Then we also got the really interesting interrogation with Sonya. She's interrogating this one of Gravik's minions, and we find out that he's a Skrull because she cuts his finger and his finger changes. She then injects him with this serum that makes his blood boil and gets him to reveal the name of the scientists who we also learn are trying to create a machine that will create super Skrulls, basically Skrulls who would be able to imitate the world's heroes, because we know in the comics that is one of the things that they're able to do. So now we kind of get this plot line here in Secret Invasion, where any one of the superheroes may be a potential Skrull, and it looks like they're trying to develop that ability here in this story with Secret Invasion. And then we also got mention of this Emperor. So there's, in addition to the 1 million Skrulls that are here on Earth, there's apparently another faction of Skrulls that may be under some Emperor. I know Talos mentioned that during his conversation with Nick Fury on the train. So there's more than the 1 million Skrulls that are here on Earth. There apparently is another faction of Skrulls that are somewhere out there under the leadership of some Emperor, and I didn't catch the Emperor's name, unfortunately, in my first viewing of this particular episode. But I thought it was a really, really good episode, very intriguing, and it'll be interesting to see where we go from here. Obviously, Gravik is a very cunning individual. We got to see his skill in that fight scene in the meat locker. He's very skilled, very strong. He took that one guy and put him on the meat hook with no problem at all. And I'm sure he's going to experiment with himself and this whatever this machine that they're creating that will help them get super abilities and be able to imitate the world's heroes, namely the Avengers. And they even posed that question to him, the council, when he was bidding for his title as General of the Skrulls. They asked him, well, what are you going to do if the Avengers return? He's going to have his own faction of Avengers that will be able to imitate the real thing. So again, it'll be really interesting to see where this goes and what this is going to lead into and how it's going to affect the overall cinematic universe. Really good episode, and I cannot wait for the next episode next week. And again, guys, I want to apologize that this reaction is out a little late, but doing these reactions during the week can really affect me at work. So in order to not have it affect me at work, even though I am filming this on a Friday morning, but Fridays for me will be a little light. It's just a little bit better that I do the reactions on the weekend as opposed to trying to get it during the week. So I do apologize that it is a little bit late. And I don't know if this is a trend that will continue or if I will try to get next week's episode out on Wednesday. But I do appreciate you guys checking me out and following me on this journey with the Secret Invasion, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and score this particular episode, and I'm going to give this episode a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's on par with the first episode as far as intrigue and developing the main plot of the story. Now that we've learned that they are creating their own Super Skrulls, that is a new plot line that we'll be able to follow throughout this journey on the next 4 episodes that we have left. So, and I'm sure things are going to pick up a lot as well, seeing that we only have 4 more episodes left in this particular series, guys. So let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this series. Are you enjoying it? Is it a little bit slow for you? Because obviously these 2 first episodes have been very dialogue heavy, but there have been some action scenes, and obviously it's building the story and building the intrigue. So all of that is being developed in these first 2 episodes, and I'm sure the next 4 episodes will pick up a lot. But let me know if this series is dragging on a little bit. Are you enjoying it, guys? Let me know. Put those comments down below. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And please do catch me next week for episode 3 of Secret Invasion. Thank you so much, guys.